Breaking news just hit. The White House says that the October jobs and inflation data may never be released. And this is a big deal because this creates problems for the Federal Reserve in December. And you can see here from Levitt, she said that all of the economic data released will be permanently impaired, leaving our policymakers at the Fed flying blind at the critical period. And she's absolutely right. December is when we have the last Federal Reserve meeting of the year. If we don't get the October data and we get distorted November data because the U.S. government was shut down for basically half of the month, then the Federal Reserve will really have no new information to operate on. There are some private sector releases like ADP, ISM, but they've been all over the place. So there's a good possibility that the Fed and Federal Reserve officials could use this as an excuse to leave interest rates unchanged in the month of December, which, if that happens, would be bad for stocks and good for the US dollar, and could also hurt gold. However, if they want to deliver a Christmas gift to all of us and, kind of reinforce the economy, give the insurance that it needs in light of the reality that growth is slowing and a lot of Americans were hit by the government shutdown financially, they could still move forward with cutting interest rates, which would, keep stocks lifted into the holiday season and also, prevent any sort of end of year panic or panic selling. We'll have to see. Right now, the market is still digesting the news, but I think the lack of data is certainly going to, in my opinion, make investors nervous. And with the Dow hitting fresh record highs, this could be an excuse to take profits because no data is, potentially a sign that the government is trying to hide something, or, legitimately they're probably not trying to hide something. I'll let you comment below what you think. It's more likely that, it is true. We are going to have a really tough time seeing the government crunch those numbers again. And those numbers certainly in November would be distorted. So there's a lot of uncertainties. And I think the uncertainty will give investors and traders a reason to kind of, wind down for the year early and take profits sooner. I want to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments below. This is Kathy Lien with BK Traders. I'll see you in the next video.